ASUS made a $500 keyboard. And why'd they do it? And is it good? More importantly, who would actually buy this thing? Oh, they didn't tell me any of that, so that is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna investigate the main question of why in the world did they make a $500 keyboard and who is actually going to buy this thing? Because I guarantee you, this is at the store right now and someone is picking it off the shelf and thinking, ROG Azoth Extreme, $499? That's for me, I'm gonna buy that. Thanks to ASUS for sponsoring this video. I haven't taken a look at it, so let's do that. So this is a keyboard here, and at first glance, it is heavy. All those custom keyboards that I've ever built in my life, this is probably heavier than that, but maybe more weight equals more expensive keyboard, you know? It sort of makes sense. From my own experience, heavier things usually cost more. Sounds about right. So this is the 75% wireless mechanical gaming keyboard, and you can sort of see the picture of it here on the box. And they did release an Azoth last year or the year prior to that. Honestly, I don't remember because I've been gone away for a year, but I'm back. So they had a black version and then they released a white version, and now they're releasing the extreme version. It seems like it's a box that opens like this. So you've got the ROG. Ooh, feel that. This feels like a premium experience, like a cell phone. Let's lift it up. And you've got the keyboard in a bag. It's hidden. It honestly, it's a little underwhelming how not heavy the keyboard is. The box is heavier than the keyboard. I wish I had a scale, but so you get some information cards here. For those who dare, ROG Azoth Extreme. That's cool. Sort of a collectible card. Looks like a credit card, except it's not. And you have a little felt pad thing. I think this is so that you can clean the card if you get fingerprints on it. So give it a nice wipe. Nice touches. Not sure what I'm gonna do with them, but cool. Maybe if you had a fingerprinty cell phone, you can put this in your wallet and take it out and go, I got you. Wipe your phone with this. So we've got the bottom, dongle adapter, USB-C on one side. Which one is the dongle? Oh, this is called a polling rate booster. I'm guessing if you want 8,000 hertz, you use that, but we'll have to look at all this. How does this work? Boom, got it. Back to the manual for this. So according to this manual, this is a wireless dongle extender. This is a polling rate booster. No, this is a dongle extender. This is a polling rate booster. I would call this the dongle. They made that complicated. Wow, there's a lot of accessories. Do you think more accessories equals more expensive? Maybe. Got one control button. If you want more control in your keyboard, use this. And you have extra switches. So I think these are the NX Snow. They had this on their original Azoth keyboard, and they're quite smooth. They sound really, really good. But you'll get to see that later. And you get 4 nipple-looking bulbous feet, I think. So there's 2 really big ones. Like, they stick out quite a bit. They're pretty chonky. And then we have 2 flatter ones. But they make really cool sounds too. Very nice sounding. The real. This is heavy. Wow, you can like whack someone with this real hard. That is a heavy wrist rest. Wow. And I thought it would be more cushioned, but it's actually really, really firm. So we got the wrist rest, we got nipple feet, and we have the keyboard itself. So are you ready for this? $499 chunker of a keyboard. So far, I'm impressed with the box and some of the stuff, but it's pretty average. It's a little confusing. Not that impressed yet. Are you? Here we go. Okay, that was a little underwhelming, but I think it gets better. Oh, ASUS, why? Why is this not magnetic? I like magnetic wrist rests. Maybe other people might not. You could use this for other 75% keyboards, 65%, but considering that they go together as a pair, it would be really nice if it was magnetic. I'm gonna put that to the side for now while we look at this thing. It's heavy. It looks like a gaming keyboard. It has the regular keycaps that they use. I don't think they changed anything from the previous one. But if you look at the back here, this is where your feet go. Let's try the short ones. Ooh, now those are magnetic. Now we've got a little bit taller. So I like the concept of the feet. My main concern though, for me personally, I tend to lose a lot of things because I don't like keeping big boxes around. They're really space consuming, but maybe this box, because it looks so good, I might keep it. Everything's organized in there, but these feet, I really think I'm gonna lose these. I'm gonna do the low ones. You have your toggle switch here. It says soft and hard. So right now I'm on hard mode. Now I'm on soft mode. Whatever that means, I have no idea. Oh, here's your wireless dongle. I made a mistake. So what do we have? We have USB extender, polling booster, and then the dongle here. Look at this contraption. It's ginormous. Where is this supposed to sit? And then we have a nice metal frame here all around. The design looks really good, but if I were to stop you on the street and ask like, hey, how much do you think this keyboard is? Would you say $500? I think I'd say $250. It looks nice. It doesn't stand out yet. I'm hoping we find something that does make it stand out. So you've got Republic of Gamers here with the accent piece. You could remove that. Maybe eventually they'll make it so you can add your own custom nameplates there. Then you have your USB-C dongle here. They made this recessed part really freaking big, which is nice because you can put any cable there. I think they just made it symmetrical. And then you have your toggle switches. So you got Bluetooth, wired, and dongle wireless mode. So, ooh, when you turn it on, the OLED screen turns on too. Watch. Boom! Nice, very colorful. It doesn't stay on for very long, but it's really nice screen, very small, the size of my thumb, about shorter than the size of my thumb, and I have really small hands. Like I'm 5'2". My thumb is tiny. My hands are tiny. I have the same foot size as like an 8-year-old. Here's the knob. You got the knob on the side here. Ooh, and it's got a button. So you got this button. And when you press the button, it changes between all these menus. So there's lighting effects, customization, volume, multimedia, lighting, brightness. And then if you wait a bit, it goes back to normal. That's nice. Pretty smooth. It's fingerprint proof. It's very clean overall. These feet could get a little dirty as they do attract some fingerprints. But remember, they gave you this so that you can give it a quick wipe. We've got the gaming keycaps made of PBT, shine through, feels quite rough on the fingertips. Got the knob here so far. What do you think? $500 or still $250? Because I'm still feeling $250. They haven't yet convinced me. A lot of keyboards nowadays are just so good and so affordable. So what was ASUS thinking? I don't know. We're gonna have to keep looking on the inside to see what really makes it special. I mean, we have this heavy duty wrist rest that you could whack someone with, but that probably adds maybe $30. So $280 perhaps is where we're at right now. What makes this thing $500? And who's gonna buy it? I'm really interested in seeing who actually buys this stuff. Okay, we've got those off. Oh my gosh, it just falls right out. I expected it to turn around, but it's just falling right off. So here we've got a detachable cable right here. Springs right out. This branding is so cool. It labels everything. This one's cable for display. Caution, don't touch that. And here we've got the soft hard toggles. Got hard mode. And then I'm going back to soft mode, it's a little bit harder. And here's the knob and the screen. And we have these leaf springs here. Ooh, those are nice. And they give you replacements of those, so that's really cool. I like that it is a gasket mounted with the leaf springs. It's like a little more unique than just those tabs of foam that you put on your keyboard. That's a lot more annoying to take apart and put together. So here, whoa, this is a baby's dream to be able to feel something like this and put it in their mouth. Wow, so it's branded ROG all over, but you also have all these things that are poking up. These rubber or silicone feet, I guess like hundreds of them, just poking up off of the mat. And well, what it looks like, it's just to add more dampening and to prevent any metal from touching any other metal. And then between the carbon fiber plate and the PCB, you've got a nice layer of foam here. Really nicely cut, very organized. PCB here, you've got 5-pin hot swap sockets, north facing with RGB. And this is a nicely designed PCB. It's carbon fiber. Here the top plate. Top plate's got extra foam here, just like a regular gasket mounted keyboard. So it's got the leaf springs on the bottom, and then it's got the foam on the top. It's nice. This piece is very lightweight. So stabilizers are different than what you would expect. They're not the usual kind that goes in custom keyboards. This is proprietary to ASUS. I mean, look at the way that it's designed here on the bottom. I think you like press it out, but it is different. I think I figured it out, guys. I think I figured it out. What makes this keyboard $500 it is this toggle mode where you get to go between soft and hard. And I'm talking about typing feels, so you know, very appropriate conversation here. Typing feels, soft and hard. So we got these little mountains here that stick up from the PCB. And then we've got these mountains here on the bottom case that go between soft and hard. I think this is what's happening, right? So hard mode, it looks like this coming from the bottom. Well, it doesn't look like it. It looks like this. So I think when you align them, it just looks sort of like this. So this is hard mode. And then soft is when you just move them apart. So this bottom one stays here. So bad at drawing this. And the soft one just moves away like that. So now you have this gap here to let your PCB flex. Graphics, very professional. So now that you've seen the innards, are you still thinking $300 or $500? I think I've gone up a bit just because the typing experience seems very special. Like they actually thought about everything that came into this keyboard, which is really cool. I don't know, there's a lot of weird stuff in keyboard land lately, right? There's Sente keyboards with calculators in them. Everyone is making the same 75% keyboard with aluminum case and all the other stuff. And like maybe it's okay to have something that's a little bit out there. I think it is a cool keyboard so far. It's pretty easy to take apart and put back together. It's got all this spacebar foam, all this stuff that people think about when they mod their keyboard, and they're like, ooh, let me do that. In addition, the NX Snow switches are pre-lubed as well, so you don't have to do anything. Speaking of pre-lubed, this keyboard didn't come with lube. The original Azoth had all those tools for you to go and modify your keyboard, but this one, it doesn't. So I'm guessing that means they don't intend for you to modify this keyboard because it doesn't really need much. But I'm gonna connect it to my PC. We can take a look at all the cool doohickeys that we've got here. Let's do customization. Oh, it's a touch screen. Oh, I can turn up and down the brightness of the OLED screen. So I'm gonna go for 100. Let's do, oh, color cycle. There we go. So breathing, static, starry night. Cool. I'm gonna do rainbow. So you use the side button to adjust the effect, the thing that you want, and then you use the up and down to see what options there are. Okay, I'm gonna go to customization. That didn't work. Customization. Okay, well, I want the pretty screen. I want the pretty screen, so I'm gonna leave it at the pretty screen. And check out this stealth mode, okay? So I've got stuff going on, and boom, it's gone. No one would know a thing. You can open it again. Boom, it's gone. Again, good job, me. That's the keyboard. Now for the most important thing, who buys this keyboard and what do they think about it? I mean, do they say things like, I'm so happy I spent $500 on this keyboard? Azoth Extreme. Okay, so these 623 ratings are split between the Azoth Extreme, and the various different switches that they have. I have never seen this clicky one. So a lot of these people actually didn't buy the Extreme version. Like, they love it. I just don't know who bought the Extreme version. Wow, I feel cheated. Azoth Extreme here. Bogus reviews, he says, but he got stars out of 5 stars, so he probably likes it, and he got the exact same keyboard I did. I got this keyboard at Micro Center. It is the best built keyboard, period. It weighs a metric ton. It really does. It's all solid aluminum, including the wrist rest. Do not pay attention to the other reviews on here. This keyboard was released July 2024. These are reviews from last year. They're reviewing the original Azoth. This is the Extreme, and their 610 reviews. I don't even think Azoth should. That's exactly what I said. Like, they're reviewing the old one. It's a niche product. No one is going to spend $500 on a keyboard. I did, but I'm nuts. And it's also worth the price. Yeah, he's saying that only crazy people would go ahead and pay $500 for a keyboard. And maybe he's right, except in my Discord server, we did a poll recently that asked people, how much money have you spent on your keyboards? And most of them have spent over $1,000 on their keyboards. So 500, really not that much, not that much. Basically, no one has reviewed the Azoth Extreme, and they've all just reviewed the normal one. So I'm disappointed. There's nothing to get here. So the next best place to decide who this is for and who's bought it is to go to the one place on the internet where I truly just do not enjoy browsing, and that is Reddit. ASUS. So it looks like ASUS did a marketing thing on their keyboards, posting a bunch of pictures, real nice pictures, very accurate of what you get. Let's see what the comments say here. So the first comment, they're missing on the gamer market and the enthusiast market. So that's what I was thinking as well, is that lately, ever since Wu-Tang did their whole HE keyboards, Hall effect switches have become really popular, especially for FPS gamers and, I don't know, anybody that games seriously. Pretty much they want their keyboard to be like ultra responsive. They have ultra responsive mice, a really nice computer, really good internet, really nice monitor. Like, they want their keyboard to do the same. And this, it still has mechanical switches. Like, it's not optical, it's not Hall effect, it's just the mechanical switch. But before Wu-Tang, like, everyone was really happy with a mechanical switch. Nowadays, their standards have just gone way up. This person is saying it should be Hall effect, but also there's custom boards that come cheaper than this and has nice features. But I think what they're not thinking about is that you could literally go to a store like a Best Buy or a Micro Center, pick this up off of the shelf and just bring it home without having to wait for it to ship or to manufacture or to do any of those things. That you can grab it and go. Good thing for ASUS, they hired someone to talk on Reddit too. So they're saying that in the future they might do an HE board, but doing it on this one would be rushing it. But still, premium keyboard, it's pretty gamer focused. It's not for everybody. They know it's not for everybody. It's called the Extreme for a reason. Like, they wanted to see what was the best that they could possibly make in a keyboard at a reasonable price point for all those parts and all those features and stuff. Let's see what it feels like, sounds like. Surely that will make it $500. Are you ready? Here we go. Ooh, that is nice. Nice and dampened. Personally, a little too loud for me, but that's because I've been using a silent keyboard because I have a baby now and she naps and my husband works in the same room as me, so it sounds really nice. Does it make it $500? That's up to you to decide, but I really wish this thing was magnetic. It keeps moving away from my keyboard. I don't love that. So comment down below, do you think this thing is worth $500? And can you imagine anybody who would actually buy it? If you're interested, the link is in the description. Also, if you want access to the keyboard ranking table and to our Discord server, which is back up again after being closed down, it's even better this time. So links in the description, and I'll see you next time. And if you're interested in the regular Azoth video, check out this video right here. It's a nice keyboard too, and a lot cheaper.